We all talk to our AI chatbots pretty much every day, right? But have you ever stopped to think about what it's learning about you? Because believe it or not, every single one of those conversations is building this hidden profile. So let's dive in and take a peek at what's actually inside. Okay, so what does that actually mean? I'm not just talking about the obvious stuff, like the project outlines you work on or the emails you draft. I'm talking about the subtle things. Does your AI know you're a total night owl because you're always firing off prompts at 2 a.m.? Or maybe it's figured out you're a bit of a perfectionist because you've asked it to rewrite the same sentence like a dozen times? The answer? Well, it might be way more revealing than you'd expect. All right, so how do you actually find out what your AI has picked up on? The cool thing is, you can just ask it. Seriously. We're going to start with a really simple, kind of fun exercise that'll give you a direct look into how your AI assistant actually sees you. Okay, this is where it gets really interesting. The next time you open up your go-to chatbot, I want you to try this. Just ask it a simple question. Based on our chats, create a profile of me. And don't be afraid to get specific. Ask about your personality, your interests, maybe even what kind of career it thinks you'd be good at. Just go for it. See what it comes back with. And listen, you might be genuinely stunned by what you see. The results can be, well, eerily accurate. I read about this one user who found out their AI thought they were a frustrated novelist. Why? Because they were constantly asking for help brainstorming story ideas, but they never once asked how to write a query letter to an agent. See? This isn't just a party trick. It's a real look at the digital persona you're building, one prompt at a time. So, you're probably wondering, how does it do that? How does an AI get so personal and so accurate? Well, it's not magic, of course. It's all about the tech. So let's pull back the curtain a little and see how it's actually building this profile of you bit by bit from every single chat. The whole thing is built on a concept called implicit user profiling. And here's a great way to think about it. Your AI is basically a detective. It's not just paying attention to what you say directly. No, it's looking for clues in your language. It's designed to figure out your personality, your mood, even your background, all from how you write. It's a lot like how a detective could analyze a handwritten note to learn about the person who wrote it. And this is the perfect way to see the difference. On one hand, you have what you explicitly share. You might tell the AI, "My name's Sarah, I'm a project manager." That's direct. But then there's what your language implies. Let's say you're constantly asking for data-driven analysis and using really specific, complex vocabulary. Well, the AI is going to infer that you're probably an analytical thinker, maybe with a graduate-level education. That's the implicit stuff, and honestly, it paints a much, much richer picture. At the end of the day, this all boils down to pattern recognition, just on a massive scale. It's really no different from how Netflix just knows you love Scandinavian crime dramas because you binged The Bridge in a weekend. Your chatbot is doing the exact same thing, but instead of your watch history, it's digging through your questions and thoughts to build a profile of your mind. Okay, so we've established this detailed profile exists. The big question, the one we all need to ask, is who else gets to see it? And this is where we have to pivot from the cool tech stuff to something that's way more critical: your privacy. Well, first off, the AI company itself, OpenAI, Google, they're using your chats to train their models. That's a given. But then you've got actual human reviewers who might be reading your chats for quality checks. Then there are third-party partners. You've got to read the fine print on that. And let's not forget the scary stuff, like hackers betting in during a data breach, or even governments showing up with a legal request. The point is, your conversations are not nearly as private as you might think. There's a whole unseen audience out there. Okay, I know that last part might sound a bit alarming, but here's the good news. You are absolutely not powerless here. You can take control of your AI profile and really manage these risks. So let's walk through exactly how to do it. All right, first things first, be smart about what you're sharing. A good rule of thumb, treat your AI like you would a new acquaintance at a networking event. You probably wouldn't just hand over your financial details or your entire health history, right? Same logic applies here. And also, just remember, these models can be biased or get things wrong, so always take what they say about you with a grain of salt. And here is your game plan. These are the steps you can take right now. First, get in the habit of clearing your chat history. Super simple. But the big one, and I mean the most important one, is to dig into your settings and opt out of letting them use your data for training. It's usually just a toggle switch, but it makes a huge difference. And hey, if you live somewhere with laws like GDPR or CCPA, remember you have legal rights to get your data deleted. Use them. Okay, now for my favorite part. We've talked a lot about the risks, but what if? What if we could flip this whole thing on its head? What if you could take this powerful profiling tech and actually use it as a tool for your own self-improvement, to basically become the architect of your own growth? Let's see how. Check out this story. It's a perfect example. There was this person who'd been trying to stop snacking late at night for years, couldn't break the habit. So they started keeping a simple journal of what they ate and how they felt each day. They fed that log into an AI and bam, it spotted a pattern they had totally missed. The snacking wasn't about hunger, it was a response to work stress. Once they had that insight, they were finally able to break the habit. That's the real power here, using AI for self-reflection. And you can do the exact same thing. Start logging your work habits, your daily routines, whatever goal you're working towards. Just keep a simple log. Then you feed that to an AI and you ask it to be your coach. Ask it to find patterns, to suggest ways to improve, to even hold you accountable. When you do that, the AI stops being this passive thing that's just profiling you, and it becomes an active partner in your own growth. So as we wrap this up, I want you to remember one thing. Every prompt you write, every question you ask, it's just another brushstroke on your digital portrait. You're the artist, and the AI is the canvas. So the next time you open that chat window, you're not just getting information, you're creating a reflection of you. I'll leave you with this. Your next chat is creating your profile. What will it reveal?